No, I'm not going digital, and just turning down Miles Davis before the copyright police raid my house. But I wanted to show you guys my latest thrift store find. It's springtime now, and people are starting to clean out their houses, and it's been a tricky winter for really good thrift finds, but this was one of them. This is my new Bose SoundDock, which I found at Savers, and I paid a whopping $14 for. Works perfectly, cosmetically it's perfectly, even has the remote. I had to get a new battery for the remote control, but if you're not familiar with the SoundDock, it's a pretty unique product. It does have the 30-pin Apple, I guess you'd call it a FireWire connector. Has integrated plus and minus volume. Even has a on switch, which basically is your play, and an off switch up top, which shuts down the dock itself and the iPod, and then charges the iPod. Volume control, forward and reverse for your tracks. And I've got to say, this is not I'm not going to make this video on pluses or minuses of the Bose sound. That's been long debated online. I live in Massachusetts. The original laboratories for Bose are located about 20 miles from me. Amar Bose was a true genius, certainly from an engineering perspective, but maybe even more so from a marketing perspective. The guy was a wizard of marketing. The sound, the signature Bose sound, is a punchy kind of sound with, I'd say, crisp highs and not really a pounding bass, but again, I'll use the word punchy. It's a punchy bass. This thing even came with one of the 30-pin to lightning port adapters. So the phone I'm recording this on, which is my iPhone 6, I can play on this thing. It will not charge the phone, but it will play. And just plug in the iPod. There you go. It is charging the iPod. The integration is so nice between, this is an iPod Classic, 80 gigabyte. And I just freed up one of my charging lines, which I'm going to use now for my external power pack battery supply. But you guys got a few seconds of how this thing sounds. I think it sounds great. And again, I'm not going to make this a video about criticizing Bose, plus or minus. I just think it sounds good. Every digital song that I own is stored on this iPod. So right here in my kitchen, I can listen to it and pull up any song that I want. Digital and analog can coexist. And another thing this video is not is an either or. It's about music, and it's about enjoying the beauty of music. And I can do it now in my kitchen while I'm cleaning records and enjoy it. So these things can be found very inexpensively. I believe this sold for about $300 when it was brand new, but I paid with that lightning adapter, with the power cord, and the SoundDock and the remote control, $14.99. The battery was dead. I got a lithium 2032 Energizer. I paid $5.99 for the battery. So this thing doesn't owe me anything. I've been listening to Miles all morning. I listened to some Zeppelin last night, and there you go, right there, charged. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not a deep in the weeds how-to, but it's just an appreciation for what can be found out in the thrift shops, and this was a great find. So hope you enjoyed this video. We're getting close to 400 subscribers, and happy listening.